My name is Dina. For a living, I'm an Agile coach and I support teams and organizations becoming more agile. I personally believe the number one challenge for teams if they want to implement Agile is that a lot of people have in organizations unlearned how to work together as a team. To overcome these challenges and really relearn how to work together as a team is, I think, one of the most important parts of an organization becoming agile. If I think about the cause why people have unlearned how to collaborate, I think a lot back to my school times when we learned like you work for yourself and you need to be better than the other person, and you were rewarded if you were the best or the fastest or whatever. So personally, I grew up in a very competitive environment, and I see companies have done over the last centuries a lot to protect and grow this competition amongst people in one organization with the aim to have better results. But I think you get better results if you help and support people working together instead of working against each other. And I think we're just relearning that collaboration, and this way of working together like co-working is the way forward to the future. Well, if companies come to us and ask us to support them becoming more agile, our first question is, why do you want that? So we're not going in saying, hey, we can sell you this and that, and you should do this and that, but we are really trying to understand where this idea of we need to be more agile is coming from. And then usually we help people in the organizations understand which kind of methods, frameworks, ideas, thoughts are helping and which are hindering. And we facilitate their day-to-day work. We do workshops which act as like of the aha moment of certain things to understand even better why you can choose a different attitude, a way of looking at things. And that to me has a lot to do with understanding what in the past we did well and what has changed, and why these things that we made us successful in the past nowadays are not working any longer, and why we need a different approach, and why it is worthwhile looking into these different methods, ways of thinking, ways of doing things. So that's usually the first steps we take when we enter an organization or an organization turns to us asking for support. I think a lot of companies struggle with Agile because they think, oh, that is something you need to do now, without understanding where the need is coming from and what triggers that need. So the changing environments and the not taking into consideration how long it takes to unlearn certain behaviors. This is where I can see people struggling, because of course when we are in stressful situations we tend to behave the way we've learned in the past that it was successful, and we're trying to encourage people to behave in a different way. And if there is a conflict or an idea we're debating about, not the one who shouts loudest wins, but how about listening to each other? How about considering taking an experiment to find out better? And that is, for many people in organizations, counterintuitive to what they've done over the past decades. And this unlearning part of just leaving things behind that you've done to be successful in the past, I think that's this part where people struggle most with. I think if companies are really successful in implementing agile ways of working. What they do is they are really curious about that. They really try to find out what is in it for me, what can we do, and they are not just debating, but they are saying, okay, I got this, we need to do something different, and they are trying and they are experimenting, and they keep being curious about these frameworks or methods and about the whole mindset that is behind agility, and they have an open mind. They are not closing down too early, so yeah.